with
Oh,
Miss Erica. Thank you for coming on the red carpet round table.
hi, thank you for having me.
What can you tell everybody that got you started in the entertainment industry?
Okay, so what got me started was basically I just loved comedy. And so watching comedy, I always wanted to do that. I didn't do it though until college. I started doing improv and sketch. And then when the pandemic hit, I couldn't do any of those anymore. Nobody could. So then I switched to doing more on camera, or I did like a play online on Zoom and then started studying on camera from there. And then I haven't stopped. Now I haven't stopped either. But
Hmm.
originally, what got me started was just I love comedy and I always wanted to do it. I was
And
shy.
have you always liked comedy?
Yeah, that's always what I've loved. I always wanted to do it since I was little, but I just never knew how you started.
Hmm.
I was very lucky because I grew up in the suburbs of Chicago Northwest, so the second cities here, all of that. So it seemed like attainable. And then in college, I could come out here and I could actually do comedy, and that was fun.
Well, that's good. Comedy, I love comedy. It makes people laugh,
It
and
it should, yes.
yes, and it makes people like calm and kind of forget what happened to them there that day, or.
That's what I love about it is you just forget in that moment, like whatever is on your mind or whatever's troubling you, you just start laughing.
Hmm.
It's addicting, the sound.
Yes, it really is. What's the most challenging role you ever taken?
The most challenging role. Um, my first play here in Chicago, I think it was my most challenging because I had never done a play. And I didn't even have a rehearsal for it. It was a Jeff nominated play. I was the understudy for in Chicago. I don't know where Jeff comes from, but it means it's like a really good production and that people are recommended to go see it. And as the understudy, and I got 4 runs of it, so 4 slots. We had never rehearsed it, never done anything. It was the lead role in Sam Shepard's play Buried Child, and I was Shelley. And I got to do my first run of a play ever, just there on stage, sold out show. It went really well, but that I think was the scariest thing.
Why was it the scariest thing? I gotta ask.
It was like a 2 hour show. I've never done front to back.
Hmm.
And the actress that I was understudying was really great. So I had that base already, but I had never done a play. I didn't know like the stamina you need to keep going or how it even would all pan out with a live audience there. Like there's no going back.
Right. Yeah, if you make a mistake, you gotta keep
It's
going.
there, which I
Right.
actually kind of love, but
So that was your first theater play.
that was my first theater play. Yes, is I did it the first time run through actually just on stage.
Hmm. And how was it doing it in front of like the live audience?
I loved it. I mean, I love live things because you get that instant gratification of just like laughter or whatever, or you know it's bad right away too. Both are relieving for me.
Hmm.
But I'm sorry, what was the question again?
No, I was just asking how you like it with doing it in front of the live audience.
Oh, I thought it was so fun. There's this moment where I have to scream as Shelly and like throw a breakaway cup. And I was like in heels and I had not walked the stage ever with it. And I went to scream and I completely fell and like smashed the breakaway cup. So everything looked like it was supposed to, but I wasn't supposed to fall. And the next line is I'm standing right here. So I remember thinking like I'm on the ground right now. But then after people are like, was that rehearsed? And I was like, yeah, sure.
So you literally fell.
I literally fell. I slipped, I screamed, and I hit the mark of throwing the mug, but I fell completely. But I don't know, Shelley in that moment in that play is kind of throwing a temper tantrum, so it worked. But yeah, that was like a really I guess, improv moment of just
Hmm.
like falling. I don't know, rolling with it basically.
Right. That must have been funny, but also you were, I mean, nervous because,
Yeah, I was nervous pretty much.
right. But now you can enjoy doing plays, theater plays.
Yeah, there's always nerves, I think, but yeah, I
Hmm.
do enjoy it.
What do you like the most? Do you like on screen or do you like theater?
I always think theater's more rewarding for me personally, but more so I've been going for on screen. It's more difficult. You said you were an actor, the competition is very hard, but it is fun. I will say the most rewarding is probably theater or like
Hmm.
live comedy. I will always love first, but
Right.
not to say on screen isn't good. I'll take it, of course.
What have you noticed about the challenging aspect about being in the entertainment industry?
Challenging aspect. I think everything seems so cringy at first. Like starting out and just doing something new, it seems really cringy, or you might have a lot of self-doubt. There's a lot of the imposter syndrome, I feel. Rejection is just
Hmm.
completely normal. You just are always auditioning for things and then just not hearing anything, and that means no. Or you're getting pinned and you're not released, but it's the shoot date. So you're like, okay, I'm released because it's filming now or whatever. So I think that's the challenging thing is just getting used to it. No answer is no, and that's usually what you'll hear.
Right.
Nothing. Yeah.
And then you have to have a thick skin.
You have to have very thick skin to not take it personal or just to not think about it, to just let it go right away.
Right. And I think a lot of new beginners, actors, they have a hard time understanding that. They're like, what do you mean you have to have a thick skin to be in the entertainment industry? It's like, it's tough. You have auditions, you have to do maybe 100 auditions or 20 auditions before you get that yes. Or
Oh
you,
yeah.
it,
It's
I,
so many. I didn't know when I started. I think I was kind of late in the game as I've seen like peers. That's
hmm.
another thing is comparison. I know it's not good at all. But yeah, there's so many no's until you finally hear a yes. And then
Right.
it's rewarding. But unless you know somebody to easily get you there, it's a lot of just trial and error. So I say
Hmm.
just like keep going.
Yeah, don't give up. Go for it.
Yeah.
If you have a passion for it, then you keep going. That's 100% for sure. I want to talk about your recent role. You were in Chicago Fire,
Yes, I was.
and how did you like that? And can you tell a little bit about it?
Sure. I played a nurse on Chicago Fire. Um, it was my first like on-screen credit, big one that I got like through my agent booked. Um, for yeah, TV. So it was an incredible experience being on set. Everybody there is so kind. It was a really
Hmm.
well-oiled machine. I think I was almost spoiled. It was such a good experience. Um, the audition for this, I was a nurse, so I got two nurse roles for this sent to me. One was that the nurse was like,
Hmm.
before that was angry, and then this nurse, the one I got was happier, or I read it that way. So I think that's how I got it, is just being sent both and then doing polar opposites. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And it was filmed in Chicago, correct?
It is filmed in Chicago. It was on a sound stage. It was actually on the first set that I did a background extra role on. So it
Hmm.
was like a full circle moment. I was like, oh, I remember 3 years ago I was an extra.
And you got to meet all the cast members.
I did, or who was in the scene at the time, but yeah,
Yeah.
so kind and very, very nice. It was a late shoot. I know they were filming for like 16 hours.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. And Chicago Fire is amazing. I love that show.
yeah, I hadn't seen how quickly they work because they have to do so many, but they're so efficient and
Yeah.
they can do so many. There's like how many episodes per season? At least like 20.
I think it's
At
20.
being
I think you're right. I was going to say 20 something, but I think
20 something. Yeah, because I know
yeah,
mine was 20. I was on like season 13, episode 20, but I know there was more after that even.
yeah. It's absolutely amazing and I mean everything is just you can't tell they're like exhausted or anything even though you said like 16 hours. Everybody's like on set doing it.
Yeah, I can't believe it because they have the next episode already in their lap and they're like highlighting it and memorizing it while we're like on set shooting the scene that we're doing now. They're already getting ready for tomorrow's.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, that's the closest you could get to like a 9 to 5 as an actor. I think it was one of those procedural shows where it's just every day something new.
So they were sitting down memorizing the role for the next day.
Hmm.
That's that's a lot of effort.
They're talented. Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't to just read it and talking to us too. So they would take breaks
right. And you have to memorize the line after they talk to someone and then come back and
and then come back and it's like second nature. Yeah,
right. Memorizing.
memorize and then come back.
That's crazy. So any upcoming roles that you can talk about?
I'm filming a Friends short next month, actually. It's kind of a thriller, like interview type of case where there was a murder. So it's kind of like in the thriller type genre, written by my friend Miguel Rivera. He's really talented. So that'll be next month. I don't know how much I could say on it, but that is
No,
what
I
I have
totally
coming
understand.
up.
I don't want you to ruin it.
Yeah, but he wrote something, and so I'm pretty psyched to do that.
Mhm.
And then I'll just be doing um like improv shows around Chicago because I'm in Chicago. Yeah.
And being in the entertainment industry as a woman actress, um, do you feel like there's not many women roles out there?
There's not as many, I'd say. I'd say it's changing, but there aren't as many, I guess, good ones as you would say, like the
Hmm.
male ones are in terms of them being more complex, or they're just there because of a man, or they're just
Right.
going to talk about a man. I would say there's less, I'm sure, yeah, than I know of, but um, I hope that's changing. I've gotten some cool opportunities that aren't like that, but I've definitely gotten a lot of auditions where, yes, it is just about a man, or I see the call sheets and I'm like, okay, there's only like one woman. A lot of plays when you audition for, I'm like, okay, this play only has two women, but seven men. Okay. But
And I totally agree with you. I believe it's slowly changing because there's going to be a lot of women directors as well, film directors. And women, to be honest, shout out to all the ladies out there. You guys make good movies. Um, you know, they, and that's the one thing we can get our minds together and work together, and it's been proven that we can, if you work as a team, you make great films or great TV shows on theater and etc. And it shows the effort, right? Because
yeah,
ideas
yeah,
come together. That's
yeah.
how I view it. That's why I personally myself I support both. I really do. And I support, it's kind of weird saying this. I support more women directors. Um,
Okay, there we go.
yeah, I really do because it's great to have the idea when you see a great movie in a movie theater, and you're like, wow, a woman director made this, right? It's like
Hmm.
something that she can feel proud of, right? And it's the generations that we need to do that, and show the support in for women in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, definitely.
you
Yeah,
know?
definitely. There's a lot more steps you have to take as a woman, I think, to get on a show or to get, yeah, the position to be seen as a credible director.
Hmm.
It's definitely harder. Even like age is a big thing with women. The roles, it seems like you jump from like your teen to like mom. There's like no in between.
I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but that's the truth.
It's true. I swear. It was
It
like three
is.
years ago I was auditioning for Disney, and now I'm like a mom of three. Like I don't I don't get it, but I'll take it. But there aren't as many roles I feel like that allow women just to be, the
Hmm.
perfect, that makeup, all this. They're not like allowed to age. You can age. I hate that, but so I
It's
think it's harder there.
it is the truth. You're right. And it's
Yeah.
I want to say it's unfortunate, but it's the facts. I mean, and it's sad to think about that because, it's you're right, being a teenager and then you're straight into a mom.
A
Like
mom.
it's like, wait, what? What just happened? You're not
Hold
ready
up.
for this
Yeah.
role.
I wasn't even allowed to be college age or anything.
Right. I feel like
Yeah.
there needs to be like a teenager and then high school and then college age, right? That moment.
Yeah. No, all the breakdowns usually now are like mom,
Right.
which I'm not getting. Shocker. But
Right. We all wish we could get younger. So you can correct me. You're a director as well.
I helped direct, yeah, a film. So
And
getting there, sure.
as yourself being an actress, and you're a writer as well, is that correct?
Mhm.
So, as yourself being an actress, what made you decide to change a little direction and shift to be a writer and a director?
Because you have to make your own stuff. You can't wait for somebody to tell you yes. Otherwise, you're just never going to work, or you're never going to get to do your craft. You're never going to get to grow. You're only going to get better by doing something over and over, even if it's writing for the first time, shooting for the first time. So everything that I've written, is to give yourself an opportunity. And you can see yourself on screen the way you want to see yourself. You can write, I wrote parts for myself. So it's like a woman that's complex and it has nothing to do with necessarily just a man or something like that.
Right.
What we were talking about, you can direct or see yourself. So that's
Hmm.
why I like to do it, is because you get to see yourself, you get to work actually, you get a lot of control to tell a story.
Right. Storytelling. We want to change the
Storytelling, yes.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. We want to change the aspect of the audience in the movie theater or at home when they're watching TV. We hope, as myself, you, or anybody out there, that when they're watching a movie, that they're leaving the movie theater and you change a couple of people or just one
Mhm.
person in that movie theater. Same at home, and that's what storytelling. We want to impact the communities of wherever they are to let them know this is what's happening in real life or change their mind a little bit. That is what we do in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, so definitely I've written in my first film that I was a part of in terms of like creating was like a queer film, and that was to show that type of relationship through just the eyes of women, so not guys at all, and show like a relationship aspect of it. And like you're saying, it was a great way to tell a story of this is how I want, two queer women to be seen, and it's not at all through the male gaze or anything like that. And it's a true
Right.
story, like about love.
That's true. 100%.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong about, like I said, back to what I was saying, nothing wrong being having women be female directors.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely amazing to see women be directors, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
It's inspiring.
It
It's nice
is.
to see it because then you believe it can happen for you
It's
or the future.
also inspiring for younger generation, for
Yes,
a
exactly.
lot of ladies out there who want to be female directors. It's telling
Yeah.
them that you can do it, go for it.
Yeah, if you could see yourself on screen or in behind the scenes, then you know there's a spot for you.
Right. And
Yeah.
that's 100%. So what is your dream film or TV show you want to direct?
I really want to do like a mockumentary. You know, like the sitcoms, like Abbott Elementary, I think is one of my
Hmm.
favorite, and I think Quinta is hilarious. I would love to do something like that. That's on my bucket list.
That's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what is your short-term and long-term goal?
Ooh. I guess short term is just to keep getting better. It's very unpredictable, right? With everything going on, what's going to happen? You can hear a yes the next, like tomorrow, and then it can get revoked or something like that. You can get cut from something. So I think just the goal in general, long term and short, is just to keep creating. So I'll
Hmm.
keep creating opportunities for myself. I think a long-term goal is I hope to keep creating to an aspect where I can give others opportunities. That's when I think I'll feel like, oh, I've made it. Like I could give other people opportunities to be in things or to
Hmm.
help them, start in entertainment.
That's really inspiring. Create and help the community and see what we can do for the next generation to get involved in the entertainment industry and change the minds of people who are thinking negative about the entertainment industry. It's fun to be in it. It really is because like
Yeah.
people think that when you first get in it's like, oh, this is a joke. There's no way you can succeed or all this stuff. But once they see your effort and everything, that's how you start changing people.
Right. Yeah. That's what I mean. But at first, everything is going to seem cringy,
Hmm.
right? Your first thing, it's going to be cringy. Shoot your first short, it's gonna be cringy. And then as time goes on and you keep chipping at it, it'll get better. I watched some of my first auditions and I'm like, oh my God, that was really, really rough. We've come a long way.
So what I gotta ask you, what's the most funniest audition you ever did?
In terms of like that I've messed up on or
I mean, yeah, or you said, I mean, the reason I asked you this because you said you went back and you saw some of your past auditions. So, what was the most funniest past audition that you went back and you looked back and you're like, I can't believe I did this?
ooh.
The
I mean,
most
I think there's
embarrassing that you probably were like, I'm afraid to show this to the world.
I think there's way too many. I think just starting out, there's like the technical thing of like the background. The reader like is here as we all are like navigating self tapes. I think one of the most embarrassing ones I've had is I got a call back for one. I did my self tape, so it went well for some. It was for like a medical clinic,
Okay.
and you're getting news on pregnancy. And there was like a breakdown of characters I read for like let's say character A. I got a call back. So I got in the room and then I did the call back and they're like, well, what are you doing? And they're like, I was like, oh, I'm just doing the callback. They're like, you're not in for that character. And they're like, you're doing character B. Someone's coming to your door right now and they're going to give you a pamphlet on the medication and you have to have a reaction. Your husband's behind you. That's what I mean. Husband right away. I'm married with children, um, within a year. Um, and I didn't know if it was good or bad news. So I remember just like getting the clipboard and I'm like, I hope, and they were just not pleased. They're like, okay, thank you. And I'm like, I hope they don't tell my agent, like, why did you bring her in here? I
That's
think,
the most funniest. I mean, that was the most funniest. You weren't expecting that, of course.
no, I still don't even know. I don't know what the pamphlet was that I was receiving.
What?
Yeah, I was in for a completely different character that I had not read.
Well, that sucks. I'm so sorry. You know,
No,
they should have told you or about
I
it.
know they could have been like, and it's good news or it's bad news. I'm not
Right.
sure, but yeah.
Unfortunately, I feel like that's what a lot of auditions are now. Like they don't tell you or they just say like you said, like thank you and they
Thank you. Yeah.
yeah, that's I feel like that a lot of them should say something, in my personal opinion, to help the actors to get them prepared for the next audition they're gonna do down the road. And I think that's the problem, I believe, what's going on in the entertainment industry that we need to support each other and help other actors and figure out, what can help them in their next auditions and how to, help to fix
Yeah.
them or stuff like that.
I agree. Yeah. I would have been a little backstory on that before I go in and I do all that. Um,
Right. So that's one thing about the audition, I believe, they should help the actors. You get the roles, but they have so many roles that you want you to do and like you said, you get a call back and you're thinking you're supposed to do this, but they want you to do that. I feel like, they should tell the actors which one they want you to
the
do.
want, I mean, maybe they already had in mind who they wanted to. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You never know.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, we
That's
can go on.
yeah, that's true.
You
100%.
never know. But yeah.
I gotta ask, what's the most pivoted moment in your life, in your career so far?
I was gonna say my life.
Not your life, sorry, I mean your career.
I would say in my career, I think booking Chicago Fire, I
Hmm.
would say, because that was the first, like now I'm SAG eligible. I That opens up like a lot of opportunities for me. It's something great I think agents can use for pitching to get better opportunities. It also is like just a good moment to see like the fruits of your labor finally. Because we're talking about auditioning and just like hearing nothing. I was auditioning for Chicago Fire like that whole season with that same casting director, and it hadn't hit me until I booked it. My agent was like, right, finally. And I was like, oh, they have been calling me in repeatedly. That was a good thing because I kept thinking it was negative, but I'm like, oh, that was good. So I think that was a pivotal moment because I saw like the fruits of your labor. I was like, I'm on set, I get to do it, and see everything that I had prepared at home on screen.
Right. And it's true. If you get to audition so many times that you're going to get it, you hope, right?
You hope, yeah, you
And you
hope.
got it.
I did, and then I think the hardest part was seeing if you make the cut, because they can cut you out even.
Hmm.
You don't know what's happening on the editing floor. So I remember I went and I did an improv show because I didn't even want to think about it when it aired. But before the show, my friend texted me a picture of me on TV, and then another friend texted me like, "Way to go!" Like in all caps. I'm like, "Okay, I made it." They did not cut me out.
That's good. I saw the one that you were in because I watched Chicago Fire a lot. You were fantastic.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I love Chicago Fire, like I said, and I watched Chicago Police, PD, and so Chicago Fire is amazing, absolutely amazing show. Everybody in there does fantastic.
They're so
Um,
nice. They're so efficient and everybody there works so hard. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like you said, they practice their lines sitting down.
Yeah, they had a book and they were highlighting it for the next episode.
That's that's to me, it's like wow, it's like all the effort they do, and they're like they can still sit down, memorize the lines, and still talk to like everybody else, and then go back and pay attention to their lines. That's true effort.
That
for
is.
there.
So yeah, long-term goal to be there. I would love to do that.
Hey, you never know. You can get there.
Yeah, keep working.
Right. And so I'm gonna ask a lot of people with auditions, they like Zoom or they like being in person. For you, what do you like the most?
I think if it's a callback in person, but if it's like, I guess, initial, then probably Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you're here and you could set everything up and you don't know if they're gonna like you off the bat. But at least I like the in-person callback because I'm like, okay, they saw it, and so I'll just do the same thing, or they're in the room and they can correct me,
Mm-hmm.
and I get to know them, and you get to talk to them.
Make connections.
You get to make connections. You seem human, and they do too. Like they seem so less scary and very nice, actually. Well, in my experiences, I know it's not like that for everybody. Yeah.
And it's great because I think I believe in person's better because you make connections, you make friends with fellow actors in
Yeah.
the entertainment industry, right? And that's how they can help you get future roles as well.
Yeah. A lot of
It's,
roles are through like word of mouth. They
right.
check so and so out and like, oh yeah, they would be great for a part. And then
It's that I believe in persons should be better than in Zoom or self tapes because you get like you said, you meet people and help word of mouth and they help you get the roles and that's how you meet all those people out there.
yeah, then they know more about you than just a tape.
Hmm.
Or they're only seeing you say these certain lines. When you get to see them in person, you can talk about something completely unrelated to acting
Right.
and they can connect that.
And you're not communicating with anybody when you're sending self tapes.
Nope.
And that's the problem with, not in person. That's not, I mean, I think that's why in person's good, but also bad in both, it depends how you view it. I think in person's, I mean, in self-tape, it's good if in a rush or, can't make it um, to be
You get
there.
do-overs and self-tapes, and you'll get a
Yes.
do-over in the room. And I think that's the thing.
Yes. How many, if you mind me asking, how many self-tapes have you done?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. I submitted one today, and you see your iMovie, or I did, and it's at like 500 something.
Wow.
So I don't know how many I have because I've done some on different computers
Hmm.
too, and all that. It shows how much you just audition. Like, really, that is the job until you get something
Right.
and you get to have fun.
That's true. So, Miss Erica, how do you get into character? What helps you get into character?
Music a lot. I like to use. Um, I did a program at a studio in Chicago that did a lot of Meisner. So basically writing out that you are the character. So writing out everything that is true about the character, how I feel about it, um, relationships, wants, needs, a backstory. How would you feel in these certain situations? And then kind of embodying that, making bit like backstory memories that you can kind of tap into. So a lot of imagination work, I guess.
Right. And what other roles would you like to see yourself playing?
I would love to do a comedy. There's a lot of drama in Chicago, which has been cool. But I would love to see a comedy.
Hmm. The
Yeah.
film industry in Chicago is growing.
I hope.
I don't know if you agree, but it just seems like it's really growing. Got Chicago PD, Chicago Fire. I mean, and
You can't be
it's
on the show for 2 years after you're on it, though. So you gotta wait a little.
right. But it's really growing, really growing. I mean, I believe. a lot of people were like, "Whoa, Chicago PD," and then s- a couple of years later, the Chicago Fire and Chicago Med, and I mean, I think that nobody thought, there'll be those shows going on for so long.
Yeah. I think they'll keep going too, because they got a strong fan base. So
Yes,
I think there's longevity there.
right. With the Chicago
Yeah.
PD, that is so surprisingly, Chicago PD is still going.
Yeah. It has a
Every-
strong fandom, which is good. Yeah, because it keeps things in Chicago, which I love. We have Deli
yes,
Boys
it
now.
does
Deli
keep
Boys is in Chicago. The Bear.
Chicago Bears, yes.
No, the show, The Bear is filmed
Oh,
here.
sorry, the Bears.
No,
Sorry.
I don't think I don't know much about sports, but yeah, the Bears are here too. But
It's okay.
yeah, the Bears are
I'm
here.
sorry. When you said the Bears, I thought you meant Chicago Bears. I'm sorry.
No,
But
you're good. I was like, sports, huh? Um, but yeah, we have the Bear, Deli Boys. I'm really excited for. There's a show called Dark Matter. I
hmm
haven't seen it yet. I don't know if you've seen that one yet. And then all the one Chicago PD Med Fire.
I think I've seen the show you were talking about. Um, and I haven't caught up with all of it because I've been watching the Chicago PD, Chicago Fire, and Chicago Med. But yeah, I was so surprised how many shows are coming out of Chicago.
Yeah,
It's like, wow, it's growing, which is good. I believe it's helping
very good.
other people in other states get into the entertainment industry, and help them, figure out if this is what they want to do, and go from there. So that's one thing I love about it. For yourself, Erica, did you ever thought you see yourself be an actress?
Yes, but I was too shy as a kid. Weirdly enough, as a kid, I was like, I will one day. But then I became really shy. Um, and then when I got older, I was like, okay, I gotta just like get out of my comfort zone. I'll do it eventually. And then I kind of was like, why am I waiting? Just go for it. And so then I started. I didn't know what it looked like, and I had no idea what you do for it. Like I had no idea about how to get representation, how you film self-tapes or doing auditions then, how you get into character, anything like that. How to do theater, voice work, any of that. So naively as a kid, I was like, I will, but I stopped for a while, I think, believing, and now I'm going for it again, or starting to, or I did.
Right. And you finally realized the community support in the entertainment industry. You
Yeah,
know.
there's a lot of support. There's a lot of cool like folks I've met through this
hmm
that have helped me when I was just starting of like how do I
Right.
even get a rep? How do I even set up a tape? How do I go what
And
class do I take?
and also, real quick, the Instagram helps grow people in the
Hmm.
entertainment industry. I think a lot of people have a hard time believing that, and then they're finding out, wow, there's a lot of actors out there as well in different states to support each other, and that's another good way to find roles and others like other audition that may be going in their states, or they're looking for an actress or an actor. They can help each other, and that's one thing that's great about the community support in the entertainment
Yeah.
industry. To me, I know they say it's small, but I don't think so, because you are so surprised how many actors and actresses, well, in the United States first of all, but around the world, who are, supporting each other in the entertainment industry, and you get mind blowing. It's like, oh wait, you're in Chicago? Oh, okay, I didn't know this. And you're like, that's the one thing I love about, hate to say it, be glued to social media, but that's how you find out all the communication and the community support. and helping each other out, get your name out there.
Yeah, I mean that's how I started too, was doing just short films, student films off of Facebook, just like asking people, can I audition? And sending in like those really, really green tapes. Then doing short films off of social media that'll you never get your footage for, you never see. You've done them for free, but you get experience and you
Yes.
connect with people who are you meet later and you're like, oh, remember when I did this and this with you? And it's like, oh my God, yeah, that was terrible, or that was great.
You're right. You get to meet all the people and they'll be like they'll be so happy. They're like, "Oh wow, I'm so happy you're still in it," or you keep going and because you never know if you get that big role or the big audition, and you never
Yeah.
know. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't met I guess in my community in Chicago, there's not really there hasn't been gatekeepers for like I guess where my category would be. So um always when there's a part, me and my friends will text each other that it's up or you should submit or check out this agency. So it shows, yeah, there's this connection that you make on
Hmm.
social media and then you grow it.
So, are you based in Chicago?
Yes.
That's what I was figuring. I'm sorry. I think my brain froze. Well,
No, I'm based in Chicago. Um, I also can be based in LA too.
okay. I was thinking you're based, you were originally in LA. I'm so that. Thank
I
you.
figured that.
I'm sorry. Thank you for making my brain back to like, okay, now I'm back to normal
No, no,
reality.
no. I can be based in LA too. And
Yes. So, your long-term goal, I'm gonna ask, do you see yourself potentially moving to LA or do you see yourself being in both states, Illinois and California?
I mean, the perfect world of both, just because I love Chicago. I love comedy, and that's here. And my family's here too. But I do hate the cold. And I know LA, there's the opportunities and warm weather. So I would love to go there for not only acting, but I think life experience too, of getting to live somewhere completely new. And um, I think eventually LA or
Yeah,
somewhere in California, and then just driving. Yeah,
right. I don't blame you. I hate the cold too. Pretty soon cold weather is coming.
I
So,
know. I hate it.
so what's your message for any upcoming actor and actresses or comedian who wants to get into the entertainment industry and they're listening to this or watching this and they're like, I want to be like Erica.
I would say that's very flattering. I would say just go for it and keep trying. Like everything seems kind of hard at first, but it gets easier. Rejection gets easier. You forget about it. Um, Listen to the people who are in your corner, who are saying go for it, and the people who are saying, it's kind of like a pipe dream or something along those lines. They probably just don't see the vision yet, but
Hmm.
give it time and ignore it. Just ignore it. It's hard to not hear that, but you'll show them and then they'll come back on your side, or not, and that's fine too.
You're absolutely right.
It's fine if
Ig-
they don't.
right. You're absolutely right. Ignore the negative comments and
Yes.
surround yourself with people that support you. That's the key. Being in the entertainment industry, you gotta find people that support you. And it's tough because, people will lose friends or,
Mhm.
I hate to say this too, family members too. It's because you have to think about what's best for yourself. You don't want to go down 5 years down the road and you're like, oh wow, I just wasted my life 5 years, and then you have to figure out, okay, now I need to try to go back 5 years, in reality in your brain.
Yeah, that's what I wish I would have started sooner, but I just was like, how do you even do it? How do you start? I don't know anybody. Like, no one in my family likes to be on camera or performing or anything. So to them, they're kind of like, I don't know either. Are you
Right.
sure? And then until they see it, they're like, oh, I can see why you like it. Or, oh, you really are doing this. Like, I don't think my mom really understood it until she's like, oh, you are like auditioning all the time. And then I think when she saw me on TV, she's like, oh, I guess you are acting.
How did your family feel when they saw you on Chicago Fire?
Um, I think I think they thought it was weird. They were very, very happy for me, but they were kind of like, what? And then my I would say everyone was very supportive. We
Right.
did a viewing party. And I was like so focused on looking at them, I wasn't even looking at myself on there. But they all were really, really happy.
Did you tell them that you are on TV, or did you like let them figure it out? Or
No, I told them, um, you said you used to act. So, as soon as you like plan a vacation or you get a new job,
right.
you book. So both of those things had happened to me. So I booked Chicago Fire. I had just started a new job and I was going on vacation during the shoot dates. And so I was kind of talking to them like we might have to cancel like going to vacation in case. But it ended up working out, but they knew because of that. Otherwise, I'm very superstitious. Like I didn't tell a lot of people that I was going to be on the show until it aired and I saw myself. And then I'm like, okay, everybody, I did this cool thing. Here's how the experience went.
And they called you, or were you at your parents' house and the family was there? I'm sorry, I just kind of asked the detail there.
Oh, I texted them and I called them and I got this. And they
Okay.
were we had to sort it out, yeah, because I had vacation and a new job just
I
started.
thought they called you and say, "We saw you on TV," or something like that.
No, that was other people because I didn't say anything at first. I was like,
Yeah. And have you watched yourself, or you're afraid of?
no, I'll watch it just because that's how you grow.
Right.
That's something new too, is just don't be afraid to watch. Even if you're like, ooh, that was kind of not so happy with it, you'll learn.
Yeah. Well, congratulations being on the show.
Thank you.
I love the show. It's, like I said, amazing. And you were fabulous.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're very welcome. How can people find you?
I am on Instagram and I should do more on social media, like you're saying. But I'm on Instagram at it's dot Erica Erica dot Isabel Isabel.
Well, it's okay. I mean, there's a lot of people that only does Instagram. So, and that's the way you can work it. TikTok is there. X,
TikTok is there.
I don't use X. I'm being honest. You know,
I don't either. I love TikTok, but I just browse.
It- yeah, TikTok, I don't. I know this sounds horrible. I will say this real quick. I don't get it. I mean, I kind of do, but I kind of don't.
Ugh,
I
it's
don't know.
addictive. So maybe I don't know if that's good or bad. I
I
don't know if you're
mean,
missing out or not.
I don't think so. I mean, I understand Instagram more. Like we and I, we probably agree. We understand Instagram more, but TikTok, like, I really don't get it. Like, I don't. That's all I'm just saying. I just don't get it. Someone was telling me about it. I
Do
think
you not have it?
what was that?
You don't have it?
No.
Oh my God, you need to get it.
Maybe I do. I just don't do it as
You
much.
need to get it. It's so fun just for I don't do it related to acting or anything. I'm just like, this is fun to watch.
Okay, maybe I have TikTok. I just don't get on as much because
Yeah.
I don't really get it. I know that's weird to say that. I just don't. That's just me. So, but I totally hear you. I need to get on more and see what's going on. I know a lot of actors use it to put
Yeah.
their self tapes, their funny self tapes, or their reels on there, or their little small movie clip on there, or to promote themselves. So, I mean, it's a good way.
It is a very good way.
Yeah, I'm surprised how popular TikTok is going. But I feel like it's not going to take over Instagram. Maybe I don't know how you think, but it's what do you
Mhm.
think?
Will TikTok take over Instagram in terms of like views? I don't.
Because I mean, TikTok is growing so fast.
It's been growing. It's I think the second most video watch. Like
Right.
for videos, it goes YouTube, TikTok, and those are like competing. And then
Yeah.
Instagram. But I don't know about users though, if there's more users on Instagram.
Yeah, I just feel it feels like it's growing so fast. It's interesting. Yeah, so I definitely need to try TikTok more often. Thank you. Well, Miss
Mhm.
Erica, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And like I said, I totally forgot. I thought you were in Los Angeles right now.
Not right now, but yeah, right now in Chicago.
Chicago. Right. That's what I was thinking. I thought you were in LA. So, well, thank you for coming on and thank you for following me on Instagram. It's like I said, the way we support each other in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, of
So,
course.
and I look forward to speaking with you again sometime soon.
Yes, me too.
Well, you have a good night. Thank you again.
You too. All
All
right.
right. Bye-bye.
Bye.